Hi guys, good evening. I'm just sharing the link. Just a few seconds. I am pasting. All right. Just did a chat. Hi Devinder, hi Shri, hi Digital Boy, hi Prakash, hi Saurabh, hi Prakash, Shashikal, hi Lalita. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Hope you're doing good. Guys, give me one moment. I'm just trying to respond to something. Okay, I'm good now. Hi, Kamal, Shashikal, hi. Devinder, hi Srini, hi Manjunath. Good evening, guys. So today in the morning, I posted in Telegram and on Twitter as well that yes, I see the dollar cooling off. I see the yields cooling off and the crude cooling off, which means we could actually see some short squeeze. So we had that, and uh, as a result, we saw some really good momentum in the market. Now, whether we are going to have a upward bias from here or whether we just give up one more time, we need to check that out most likely tomorrow. Hi guys, whoever is joining, thank you for joining in tonight. Uh, so I'll start from my normal process, which is scan. I assume that there will be a lot of inside days today. So let's start with 20. And oh, we have 42. Wow. It's been like a very long time. I've seen like 42 inside days in my scan list itself. So Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Lilly. So I'm going to bring Microsoft. Amazon is inside day. We'll figure out whether it's. Let me just delete all these comments and start again. So Amazon is inside day. Microsoft is inside day. Then Nvidia is inside day. We'll figure out whether they are up or down in my list. Spy crowd is inside day. FedEx has done the job, so I'm going to remove FedEx. I am Netflix inside day. Wow, CRM inside day. A lot of inside days. I'm going to get rid of FedEx. I'm going to get rid of Baba. I'm going to get rid of Rivian. I want to bring Lily, LLY. I also want to bring Roku. Roku is looking interesting, and we have space for one more. Maybe Shopify, but let's check. Hi, Tarish. So next one is our bearish candle patterns on date time frame. I don't have any bullish candle patterns on a day time frame. Nothing. Anything on 12 and 34 on a day time frame. SMCI and Bitcoin. SMCI is like really solid. This stock's like, I was trying to buy puts a week back at 235. Look at this stock, just 280 in just span of 1 week. So these are negative one. Oxy, V, so I'll come to AVGO. AVGO is like, I usually trade AVGO on Fridays because the breadth here is really bad in terms of options. So we'll see. Otherwise, I was thinking about coin or any of the components from what do you call Bitcoins, like crypto. I'm thinking to pick up anything from the crypto side. So maybe coin, or let's 1 second. Let me just have a look at the biggest options on today's. So I want only sweeps for this week, anything above 500 million. I don't want ETFs. Let's see what we have. Tesla, Nvidia, we already have. Nothing there. Let's add 200. This is Zoom put 69. Wow, this is interesting. This came in the morning. Nvidia, Meta, SMCI. So from a weekly point of view, I'm not getting anything great. So let me eliminate that. Maybe let's go on to the next week and see if we have anything substantial. Coin has 100 calls, which are coming 12, 19, 2025, which looks interesting. Yep. So coin, let's take coin. I was thinking about, in any case, any ticker. So coin should be good. And it has come down from 120 to almost 70 now. So we'll figure it out. Yes, Ashish, that's why I took out Rivian and brought back Roku. But if you want to check, you can check how it behaves in the morning, because it needs to show some level of strength, Rivian, otherwise it's gonna stay in that same zone. Okay, so let's be careful on Rivian. So coming to the ESN market. So yesterday we were discussing that NQ was relatively stronger, and we have crude. So this was, I think Nilesh Bhai was asking about crude. And since then, crude lost an important area of 12 and 34 EMA. And now it is almost 12% down from the highs of 95. This will contribute to low inflation, surely, but let's keep an eye on this. So let's start from ES, which is the main important thing. So ES, again, as I said, if we could clear 4277, which is again 61.8 Fibonacci. Now, till the moment we are holding this, there is a possibility of a back test. At back test, there will be a clarity. Are we going back above or we continuing to go down? We need to have a weekly closure below 4277 to test 4193. I still think we will do a back test and then come down. So, and also one thing you will note that Dow stocks were bad today, like Boeing, Caterpillar. Even in fact, healthcare was flat. Banks were kind of flat. The only tickers which were pushing was mainly Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Google. Amazon was kind of off. Semis, it was AMD. They were pushing like so. All not Nasdaq stocks were pushing the market higher. They, as I said, they are relatively stronger. And as of now, Nasdaq is not breaking down on that head and shoulders. It is trying to bounce. So we need to see when can we do a breakdown. Unless and until we have a breakdown in those sectors, I don't think so. We are going down. And even yesterday, I was saying that I want tech to like give up and let some other sectors like IWM, small scale sector, to push. It started, but then end of the day, IWM was kind of dodgy. So in terms of level, if we are holding this 4277, 4280 area, now it should be this purple line, which is the trend line. So 4280 area, if we are holding, we should be testing today's high, which is 4308 or 10, which was around this area. Let me just clean this up. And let me add the dollar sign to just check the value. So 4325, 4320, like this was the area where we struggled today. We came almost higher to 4304. This was the area, if you see, this was the area we came where we were finding the resistance. So if we can clear this, we will go back towards 4342 area. Okay. Stop loss should be this purple line now, which will be around 4300, 4280 now, I think. Yeah, 4280. If we are holding this, a back test is possible because now we are finding a very good support of 61.8 Fibonacci. So unless and until we lose this support, we should go higher from here. So it's a very important area for ES to hold. Once a back test is there, then we are coming towards a very important trend line, which is 4370. So from here, we did the breakdown. So once we have a breakdown, the back test is really a must. So if I put in terms of level, ES is positive. The stop loss is 4280. Now you can buy near 4285 to 4290 area. If you want to buy, you can buy in this area. And you should look for 4305, which is your first target. And then the back test of 4344. So potential is there. I will also do 4325, which was the gap fill, 4342. Now I'm giving a conviction of 60% here because it has bounced from 61.8% fib 12 EMA backtest is needed. That's why, because we have done a touch, we bounced, we should do a backtest. Now, 40% on the downside, because we already done 4260s. So in this case, we need a break below 4275. Sell below 4275. Stop loss is again very confined, 4285. And first target. This time the first target, see, we went up, so there's nothing here. This is the area where we found the support. So we made the low right here, which is 4235, which is a good target, and 4195. So 4235 and 4195. 4235, 4195. Now, break of 4275 assume as fake breakout. If we lose, like tomorrow, if because you see, we tried to go higher. So tomorrow, if we try to go high, then 4305 and then fade below 4270, it means we have done a fake breakout. Okay, that is an area where you can go short. So till the moment 4305 is not cleared, I will not have that kind of confidence that yes, it can really go with some volume and strength. So I'll be very, very careful if I'm watching ES. If ES can clear 4305, I have 25, 30 points to play, which is a really good incentive. But I need that confidence because DMI is red. So every push higher will be sold. And that you saw multiple times during the day, that any single push, like if I break it down to 15 minutes, you will see every push, then you saw constant breakdowns. Push higher, constant breakdowns. Even in the after hours, during the day, when we were trading, right? Right from 9, we came to 4280, we saw some sell-off. We went higher, then we saw some sell-off. We went higher, then we saw some sell-off. So this happens when we have DMI at a red mark or below, not below, the red line is leading charge. Like you can add that DMI right here. I'm just not using it because I'm saving the space. Okay, so also let's look at the book map. I'm going to refresh it. Let's go to NQ, and NQ is already green now. So yesterday I was telling you about 4275, and today you saw 4275 gave some trouble. Once we cleared that, then there was no looking back. Now tomorrow in the morning, we have good support at 4280 area. You can see this right there. Come on. 42 area, we have really good support. We have enormous resistance at 4305. If we can clear this, we are going towards 4330 and then 4345. If we lose 4280, we do not have any single support. So this area is really, really intense and solid. So all the numbers which we compiled from Fibonacci, they are in line with the book map, the order flow. So that gives me a little bit more confidence that yes, we should be careful below 4280 and we should be watching short squeeze around above 4305. And I will not be surprised if we spend the whole overnight session in this zone between 4280 to 4305. Because 4305, if I go right there, break it down, the number of selling orders is big. All right, so let's go to NQ. NQ again managed to break and hold its area of just cancel like this 14853. We are trying again, we are trying one time, two time, three time, four time to break above the 12 EMA. It is touching, we are making lower lows, lower highs, but we are trying to break. So unless and until I clear this 12 EMA line, I may not get that kind of confidence. It may like try to push it higher and then lose it. If you want to see this on high Kenichi candle, I think we'll saw or see the first flat today. This is tomorrow's candle, like which is the session which started. So it shows that yes, the momentum is positive. The stop loss is clear, but I need a push above 14951. That's the 12 EMA. If we can clear that, I think we will have 200-point rally by the end of this week. So it's very, very important if we clear, because again, 4 times we tried, we failed. We could not close a single day above this. So if I am a buyer and I'm interested to buy, I will only buy above 14950. I will not be rushing into NQ before that. My stop loss, again, I'm removing the high Kenichi, come back to the normal candle. My stop loss will be 14900. First target will be 15,000 and 15140. Yes. So it is need a break above 12 EMA, holding HNS breakdown above 14,850. It is holding that breakdown. The breakdown has not happened. It is holding. So it's like 60%. Now, what will happen if we break down? So breakdown is at 14,850. We again, like we went down well below this area overnight, but during the day, we just managed to hold it and then try to push it. So this is an important area. And this time, if I lose, because now we are just trying to cross this. This time, if I lose 14,850, I'll keep a stop loss of 900 here. And if I turn around, I'm looking at 14,620 and 14,710. So 14,710, 14,625. These are possible. And this will be aggressive. Again, you need to remember that the main cause of this drawdown was yield going higher, crude going higher, TLT giving up, the inventory was going bad on the crude, the student moratorium is back. So there are so many negative factors in the economy. So that's the reason that if you look at the picture of year-to-date performances of the S&P, you will only see the big seven companies, the magnificent seven, contributing to everything. If you take them out, we may be 20% down on S&P by the time right now. So be careful. If we lose 14,850, that's it. We may lose big momentum on the downside. Big momentum. We may actually have a big momentum on the downside. So I'm carefully watching 14,850 area. Okay. Now triple Q. Triple Q is hovering around 359, 360 area. Again, exactly same thing. It's bouncing right from this trend line. As of now, it's like in the past, we were holding this trend line. We came, tested, and then bounced. Same thing, we came, tested, and bounced. So it's actually making a W for now. So if I make this is right there. If we break above this, we will have a momentum towards this area. If we lose this, like first is we need to fill this gap, which is really important. Second is we're going to hit this Fibonacci. We are finding the support from this long-term trend line of the regression channel. So this is really important. And we are attempting 4 times to break the 12 EMA. So fifth time maybe will be more than, I would say, a positive. It's an inside day on triple Q as well. So if it breaks higher, above 360.50, we should be going really strong. So it's in like fifth attempt. I should also mention that. Failure to cross 12 EMA and break down below and head and shoulder break. 14.850. So same logic will be applicable on triple Q. The only difference is because we are the live on futures, so we are fifth attempt. On triple Q, it will be the fourth attempt. So I'm just going to copy this. We'll put the numbers there. So we want to cross 360.50 first. So buy above 360.50. Stop loss is 359. Target area is, first one is 362.85. Then the gap of 264.50 and I would say 364.50, 65. This should be 1%. Yep. So this is the correct level. On the downside, sell below 357.50, stop loss 359. So same thing, head and shoulder breakdown. It's holding around this area, 357. If we hold this area, everything is good, hunky dory. If we lose this area, see, we are trying to attempt. We were holding this area where support is getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. Now, if we break this time, maybe next week, if we break it, then it's done. If we are not able to break higher, then we are done. Because we have a lot of chances now to break it. And if we are not able to concentrate and cross this area with strength, then we are in trouble. All right, so the level is 3,657. 750. Any questions, guys, on this? Apple. So Apple is trying his best to break above 173.50. It attempts to break higher, but I think it's going to be a tough call, and that's the reason. Like all the other tickers, like Microsoft is moving, Tesla is moving, Facebook is moving. Apple is trying, but whether it's going to sustain it, I'm really doubtful. But everything depends on 173.50. If we break 173.50 on the downside, then we are back because we are yet to fill the gap there, and that gap needs to be filled, which is right here. That gap of 164 needs to be filled. 167. We almost came close, like we are 50 cents away, but I will say if we can It's the game of 173.50. If we hold it, we can go higher. And looking at the market momentum, the DMI is, I would say, red. It's not red, it's like orange. So right now it closed above this area, 173.50. So for sure, I am not short anymore. I am neutral. And I will try to buy this Apple because it's holding 173.50. 173.5 is my stop loss. So buy above 173.50 if it holds. Stop loss if I want to keep 170.25. Let's keep that. Look for 175, 177.30. 60% and sell below if it loses 173.50 at open. For 167. So I'm not extremely positive, but if it loses, it's there. AMD, I'm like positive on this even after the negative news. And now AMD, the most important thing is AMD has managed to have a maximum bullish candle close above the 12 EMA. Previous one was a half-baked candle. This one was half-baked candle. Today we had a massive green candle. So it shows that there are certainly buyers approaching AMD. Now we need to have a very small stop loss here, 103.15, 25. And if we can go above 104.25, I think we should be good. Buy above 104.25, stop loss 103.25. It's getting ready for a big move. AMD. 111.30 is something which is due on AMD. And in between 1750, it's also a very important area to cross. But it's a bounce and it's reclaim about 12 and 34. So first point is it's a bullish candle, bullish engulfing. Second thing is 12 and 34 are reclaimed, which is all positive. So this is a solid setup for AMD. Amazon, I'm not that confident of Amazon as of now because Amazon is, first of all, in inside day and it's losing the momentum. Like when market is showing strength, it was not showing strength. So I'm a little careful on Amazon. If Amazon holds 127, only then, or like if it goes above, like usually in case of inside day, we should try above 128 area, but or below 124, with that's a massive range. But I will consider this area 127.25. I'm just giving it neutral. Stop loss is 126. You can see 129.40, which is the 12 EMA, and 132.60. Inside day up. Now sell below 126 for 121.8, 121.90 area. So it's inside day up, but if you want to sell, you can sell below this if it fails. That's Amazon. LL buy. No, LL buy. this, after a long time, is setting up for a breakdown. It's an inside day, and if we lose 525, we are ready for a gap fill. So I am short here, sell below 525, and you can try 530 as your stop loss. You can try next week puts on this. Look for 502, and this one is 516. So 516, 503. I'm confident it's a breakdown. 1234 divergence, gap fill in, gap fill is possible. So this is LA. So I am negative on this, 3412. And I think in the last 2 days, if I clear the filter, this one and this one apply, I think I saw some of the negative flows on Lily. These are like 600 call puts, which are getting added, and then 650. This is like, I don't know, it's a spread or something. It's a spread, $700,000 trade that I think is delta hedge. It's a calendar spread with a broken wing. So, but yesterday, I think between 3 and 4, if I see Lily, I saw some puts coming for 515, 515, 515. These puts were coming into LI Lily. And if you check whether they were added, so you will see those puts were added, 500 of them. Today, only 10 of them were traded. So this is an extremely good setup. Do not miss on Lily. Like the same thing which we saw on Caterpillar, Lily is extremely good setup to short. If you want to go short, I would encourage you to try short on this. Cat, I think, is done. Gap fill is done. So the cat gap fill is done today. It managed to fill that gap. Now, if it bounces, that will be a different story. But looking at overall rejection from the industrials, I think it's getting ready for a breakdown. The divergence has already started, and if we can get 267, I would sell this on rise. So this is my short candidate. Sell on rise, 267, stop loss 269. I'm looking at first area is 260, 270. Like today was a good breakdown. And then 250, 260. So Caterpillar is again a sell candidate. Now, if you want to buy only above 270. CRM. CRM is inside day. It's holding this line like a charm, but it has a habit to spend a lot of time with these kind of charms. Again, head and shoulder is pretty clear. It's following the same pattern with triple Q. That yes, I'm not going to fall. Maybe they want to try and test the 12 EMA and break out and see. But as of now, it's an inside day. CRM is inside day. So we are trying to play for the positive side on CRM. So I'm still neutral. Stop loss is 201.25. I would try to buy above 202. 2475. That's a very important area, 2475. And then it's 27780. Inside the up. Again, sell below 200, 125. If we lose this, then we're looking at 194, 198, 194. So this is in red color. Save it. Crowd. Crowd is one of my important setups. Again, it's a security stock which has performed really well in the past few days, and it's showing some resilience. It's an inside day. It's holding 162. If again there's a massive if we break down this time, I don't think so. It's gonna hold it. So if it loses 161, it's a game down. But if it goes above 164.50, then we can try. So right now, I'm just keeping it as neutral. Inside day up. Buy above 164.50. Targets are fine. Yes. Then I have coin. Coin is making a dodgy at this moment. Like 2 days back, it opened and it's like kind of creating a base. So if we can clear this 12 EMA, like if I convert this into Heiken-Ishii, just to check the trend, it got rejected by 12 EMA. So if we can take 12 EMA and cross it, I think it will make a flat base. So it should open above 74.50. So coin is positive by above 74.50. 75.30 is your target. Small target, and then the next target is 77.35. Crowd usually moves, not crowd, coin usually moves big, but these are the levels, like 82 is the next one. So I'm giving one more level. Stop loss should be the dodgy 73 area. So coin is setting up for a move because top 3 trade. Ferrari, no. Caterpillar is like Lily is my first trade. AMD is my first trade. Lily is my second trade. Maybe Roku is my third trade. Cat may not be my top third trade. But again, we need to see how the market opens and how we get the levels from Caterpillar at that time. So we'll trade accordingly. Google is extremely solid. It's one of the best holders. Like you can see, since 127, it's making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 higher highs, higher lows. Google. 6 higher high, high low, which shows extreme bullishness. Okay, it came there to 50% Fibonacci. It's bouncing from 12 and 34. The momentum is solid. It needs to clear 135.50 So buy above 135.50 and stop loss will be 134.25. Yes, 134.25. And if market needs push, Google will provide that push. So I'll be an aggressive buyer on Google. If it drops, I'll be an aggressive buyer. Same thing when I was talking about Amazon from 129.30 to 145. So be aggressive to add Google on dip. These companies are cash rich, both Google and Meta. So they are not going to have any impact whatsoever from the interest rate hikes. So in this situation, when the equities are bad, Google, Meta will provide you substantial support. Like Apple has an issue for demand. Google, Meta as of now has no issue with demand. Amazon has an e-commerce part, which is money eating part, so it will have some struggle. Same with Microsoft, a lot of cash, no issue with higher interest rates, but it needs to push and figure out the cloud growth as well as the growth on AI. So Meta and Google, they are one of the best setups in this bad market. I'm going to mark this in green. Meta is not losing 300. Meta, I don't know how, but it's managing to hold 300 like anything. So I need to get a bigger picture. So I'm trying to look at it's an inside week. So maybe I'll try to check 2-day candle on. So two-day candle is positive on. See, 1-day candle was not clear, so I actually changed the time frame. 2-day candle is there. So if we can cross 307, we could actually hit 315, 321. And my stop loss is 305. Sell only below 300. This is one of my best stickers, Meta. Microsoft from 311, same thing, 1 to 3. It needs to clear 12 EMA. It's the inside day. So if you want to try, you can try, but it needs to clear 321 to give you 324. So my aim was 320. It almost came today, 320. So this target is achieved. So inside day up. I'm still keeping neutral on, and it's like 4 days higher, high, high, low, which is also positive. Stop loss is 317. Buy near 318.19. Like Microsoft, Meta, and Google, these three, they are holding like anything. Needs to clear 321.30, 324. And if once that is clear, I'll be seeing 330. I will not be surprised if we can hit 330 once we clear 321. So be very, very aggressive on Microsoft if you clear 321. Yes, I am on a 2-day chart. Yes. Thank you. So it's inside day, and if not 4 day. Thank you. Thank you, Sandeep. It's inside day up. So 12 EMA is 319. So buy above 319. Target is 324 and 330. 324, 330. 2.5. So Microsoft can actually hit this. I'm really positive on Microsoft. Uh, then a big disappointment, Netflix. I don't know what's happening with this company. They like dodgy at the bottom. So from all the way to 485, we are seeing multiple dodgies. Either we break above this area, like we need to clear, and Thursday Netflix runs. I'm going to mention it. Thursday, Caterpillar and Netflix run. Krish, I am done with BA. It has given me so much of headache. My friend, I am done with this bloody BA. BA and Baba, they are the most pathetic stocks ever existed on this universe. We should screw them to the bottom of the stock market. So Netflix is neutral, but it's inside day. I'm taking a chance on up if market supports, because there are so many dodges at the bottom. All these points are positive for Netflix. Now, stop loss is 375. If we can clear 379, like last time it hit 396, so that target was achieved. 384.50. 396. Yes. So neutral on Netflix. Nvidia is holding that 435-ish area. If it crosses 441, I'm going to remove the negative side. I don't need this at this moment. My stop loss is 435.50. And this is not in blue. This is all green. Buy above 441. See, with Nvidia, stop losses are bigger. Target is 448, 456. I'm aiming for 450-ish on Nvidia tomorrow. I think if market supports, Nvidia can actually hit 450. Okay. Then is Roku. Roku was looking good to me. Like Roku is bullish engulfing. It needs to clear this 12 EMA. I think it's getting ready for a big move. If it clears 12 EMA, it's gonna burst with some strength. Last time, if I see, this was the attempt where it tried to hit 74, like the good green candle. This was the gap. Right here, if you see, it had candles testing 12 EMA, and then boom, we had the 12 EMA breakout, and then 74 was tested. So very much possible. There are flows for Roku for this week, 74 strikes. So 69.50 is my stop loss on Roku. I'm positive. Buy again, if you want to try buy above 70, I would say buy near 70 to 71, 69.35, and look at 70 to 16, 70, 70 to 65, 74.50. So potential in Roku is really high. breakout above 12 EMA is possible. Square Square had a dodgy at the bottom, like dodgy, dodgy, and dodgy. I don't know how many dodgies it needs, but if it crosses 42.50, dodgy at the bottom. Potential morning star. Stop loss is 41.90, where it closed. Target is 44.35. 45.25. Again, potential is really high for Square. I'm just reducing it to neutral because it was supposed to break out. It did not. Then I have Tesla. So Tesla, I showed last night that Tesla is showing some 240 puts selling. And then today we had the massive breakout. It came and tested an important zone of 261. Why it is important? Because it is going to fill that gap. Now, I am going to watch Tesla here. If it fails to hold on to that gap, like it clears that gap and then fades away, that will be a fake breakdown. There's nothing which has changed on Tesla. So buy above 262.50, only if it holds. Stop loss will be 261.50. Okay, then 265. Like if it clears 265, go for 280. It's not going to stop right there. So in between we have levels on 271. If it fails, like do a fake breakdown, sell below 259. Comes at 255, 250, 250. That's Tesla. UNH, we already covered Lily, so I'm going to cross it and do shop. I think Sonu is also asking for shop. Shop is an inside day. Same thing. If Amazon will move, shop will move. It's an inside day. It's taking a massive W in the form. So we need to see if it actually fructifies or not. But if we can clear 53, we have a chance. Buy above 53, I'm just going to mark it as neutral. $51.75. $54.35. $57.25. All right, guys, I am done. 20 tickers. Lily is best play. Meta is good. Microsoft is good. Netflix is good. Anybody has any questions? I'm going to only spend few minutes because I am feeling cold and I have to reach office way too early tomorrow morning, so I need to hit the bed. So guys, if anybody has any questions, please join the call and then we'll discuss. In between, let me just frame them into please. It's good. So guys, Alex, I'll be sharing the registration tomorrow morning. I forgot because I was not feeling well for the last week or so. I forgot, so I will send a link where you can register, and then you can join that session. And guys, that this session is I'm not keeping it free. I'll be uh, collecting $50 for that for maybe 2.5 hours of session, which will be used for charity. I don't know at this time which charity I'm going to do for those money, but if I find something, I will donate that collected money also. The same, like I got some affiliation from Ripster, so I'll be sending that money into the charity as well, along with this collected money. All right, guys. So anybody who has any questions, please come forward and speak out.
I have a question about Netflix. I noticed that it's approaching near the 200-day exponential moving average,
Uh-huh.
and you seem pretty neutral on Netflix. I'm very bearish on Netflix.
I will be bearish if it breaks 275 or 375 and hold below that area. So if you go to Netflix, like one thing you need to understand, whenever you see dodges, how many dodges we have? 1, 2, 3. It is telling you that there is a possible change of direction. I don't know when are the earnings. They are like 1018, 1020. If they introduce price increase, that was a rumor which came in. But if you open Netflix, they are like, I'm right now paying $23 for my Netflix. They were telling it's going to move up to $28. It's right there on Netflix. If you open, you'll get that message. So,
but that's in January.
Yes, but that actually adds to the revenue.
For the guidance.
Guidance, yes.
Okay.
And as of now, people are paying for Netflix. They are adding subscribers. Not even in the United States, outside of United States. They're expanding. They're adding so many different languages. So with advertisements, right, they are coming up with more ways to add more subscribers. Even if you are not watching Netflix, you are adding subscribers. So at this time, we have seen a magnificent correction from 445 to 375. That's about 70 points down. Either we will fail at 385 one more time, trying to break a 12 EMA. If not, we need to see a close below 375 on the daily basis. If we do that, then yes, I'll be negative.
Got it. I was also going to say the actors are no longer on strike, supposedly.
Yes, that's done. But to create the content, it's going to take time. You cannot create the content right away. So maybe the next season. I think the most important series was Stranger Things. If they're coming with the next season, that will really push Netflix higher.
All right, I'll keep an eye on it. Thank you for the insight.
Like last time they mentioned their finale, but I don't think so it's finale. Same thing for there was one more, that Karate Kid show.
Cobra Kai, I think.
Cobra Kai, yes. That's Casey, Cobra Kai, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Can you take?
they're also talking about the comparison of the other streamers and their prices.
Other streamers are dead. Disney is dead. Nobody watches Disney. Literally no one. Like I pay for Disney, but I only use ESPN out of Disney. So it's just a waste of time on Disney.
Can you take a quick look at Rivian and GameStop?
Rivian failed big time.
Yeah.
Last time when we were talking, like it faded right away. It wanted to clear 24, it faded, but today it has a massive push high.
Yeah, but like they announced an offering after hours. It's getting crushed. So I mean,
And again, like that offering, when that offering is supposed to happen. So until that is clear, just avoid Rivian.
no, I mean, so it's a debt offering. So I don't know if you remember, Neo kind of had the same thing, but Neo did an offering about 2 weeks ago for $1 billion. It opened at like 970, intraday went to like 860. It was like a 10% drop. But like I'm just wondering kind of what you're thinking here. Like so after hours it's already at 2184.
But they'll not offer it in the after hours. It will happen in the market tomorrow.
No. It was already announced. Like if you look at the Rivian, like there's
Trying to
there's
scalp it for
volume.
tomorrow.
sorry?
You're trying to scalp it for tomorrow, buying puts.
Yeah, basically that's the plan.
See, it's Rivian. They plan to offer 1.5.
Yeah, but market's already. I mean, if they're gonna announce that, like that's pretty much it's coming.
They need to liquidate this much.
No. Like what it means is they're going to the debt market to raise $1.5 billion. That's what it means. So like
Yeah.
if you look at Neo did the exact same thing about like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, and Neo got crushed like intraday. So like if you pull up a chart of Neo, I think it was like September 20 something, September 20.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. So like if you look at that 1-day price action on Neo, like right off the open, it's the same exact same playbook, right? So like I think there's a chance that it's already down 10% in pre-market, but that just kind of wiped out pretty much the gains from today, right? So
yes, so I would say let's see if you can add it around 21. 21 is a good space.
but you're looking to long or to short?
I'm not shorting it.
Oh, okay.
I am
Yeah.
trying to long it, and I'm thinking that yes, it may go down maybe 5% more, maybe at 21. 21 is an area where I would add.
Okay. Yeah, but that's like $1 lower, I guess. Well, I mean, depends on where it opens, but
Yeah, the
Yeah.
other guy is saying that it's gonna be the same play like Neo having maybe 8-10% drop the next day after an offering. But Rivian is an American company and Neo is a Chinese company. Those Chinese companies
I don't think
are
that
more
really
volatile,
matters.
you know?
I guess we'll see tomorrow, but I don't think. They're both EV car manufacturers that are heavily indebted, growing heavily. There's a lot of similarities between them. But I guess
That's true.
yeah.
We'll find out tomorrow if the same prediction comes with. It's a interesting dynamic that you're saying that Neo did the offering, Neo dropped 10%. Rivian's in the offering. Hey, Rivian might drop 10%. Easy play, in your head.
Yeah. Again, you're the only thing is like you're probably betting against the market, and Neo was already on a downtrend prior to that, so that's like a major difference as well. So, but
yeah, they're in the same space, but they're still two different EV companies.
Yeah, if you're on a 1-day trade, that has like fundamentals of minimal impact on a 1-day
and sometimes trade. Rivian follows Tesla, and Tesla, we're expecting it to fill the gap,
So let's not presume what will happen with Rivian. Let's see how it opens, because it will have some negative sentiment now. But I think 2021 is a very good area to add Rivian.
Okay.
But he wants to short it.
I'm not recommending it to short.
10% also. more than 21. Under 21, he's expecting it to go.
I
No, I mean, depends what it
don't know
opens at,
about
right? So,
below 21 because
yeah.
21 is an area where it found the base previously. So I see if we check on this line technically, right? This is the area where it find the base, which is around 21. So if it comes back from right there, I think it should be fine to hold here. If it loses this, then it needs to have a very negative news because right now they guided inline. They are not guiding bad. Okay, inline is good for our Rivian as this moment. So it should find some consolidation here and then move up. If it loses this line, 21, like this green line, maybe because of the market sentiment, something, then it's a good shot. Then we are eyeing for this gap, which is right there.
And then I mean, yeah, I don't want to keep it too long, but like, can you also take a quick look at GameStop?
GME.
Yeah. It's a dumpster fire, but
GM is dodgy at the bottom.
yeah. Do you think this heads lower?
No,
It
dodgy
broke
is
down.
change, possible change. See, we need to figure out where the dodgies are. They're the dodgy, and then we went down. Now we have the dodgy. It's right there. If we can, like, there's a potential morning star. Like, do you own those stocks or do you trade options on this?
No, I'm shorting this piece of garbage too.
It's a garbage, yes, but at this moment, let it come to 16, do a back test, and then short it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's going to be a little risky at this time. Let it come higher, like not at this time. Let it.
Well, I mean, I took a couple of days ago on the weekly breakdown. Like, if you scroll back through the historical, like, I think there's a big huge amount of support at like 16 or something like that. Like, if you go back even further, it tested like 1650 or 15, something like that.
1630, 1635 area was.
Yeah, no, but if you go back even further, like, it bounced off that level a couple times, and then as right after it broke, yeah, that's when it went after it. So
Yep, 1680.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you still holding the position? You didn't sell yet?
no, I mean,
Wow.
they're like, no, they're like two week put options, so it's like just trying to figure out where the bottom is. That's all. But I mean, if you like typically when you've got kind of very like weekly support numbers that break down, then it's usually like a change in character of the stock, right? So
Yes, and see, we have already seen a massive correction, right?
yeah,
All the way to this.
yeah. Well, I
And
mean, there's no reason why it can't
You-
go lower.
but
no, I'm not saying that there's no
Yeah.
reason. I'm saying
don't you
short a
feel like
little
you're getting
risky
a
with
little too
dodgy at this
greedy?
time. That's the only thing. Because I have seen that what dodgy changes. So if we do a back test 1630, that will be a good back test of the breakdown area and then
Yeah,
fill the gap. That's the area.
yeah,
If you want to short, that's a good area. Not at this time. The risk reward is not so great.
fair point.
I mean, he's already in a position.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where the
So he
bottom is.
didn't sell yet. He's, you
It's
know,
just still gonna cover.
oh, to cover. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, this looks like a really, decent area.
let's find out.
But do you think it's going to be a penny stock? GameStop eventually?
Yeah. I think it's going to zero.
Yeah, me too.
Now I buy a lot of games from
It's
them.
like
So
the
don't
new
see
best. It's like
And it's like Bed Bath and
Blockbuster.
Beyond.
No, I buy a lot of
Blockbuster.
Xbox games from them.
Yeah, but like, how often do you buy games of GameStop?
Maybe
Like,
like
once,
twice a month. I used
twice
to
a
go and-
month?
Yeah. Yes, I play and then I change. I don't
Oh.
buy the new ones. I just go and just exchange.
The used ones. Yeah, that's what everyone does. That's why they're losing money because of their refund policy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a dumpster fire. I think I think
I'm
it's eventually
thinking
a
to
zero.
buy a Nintendo because my kids they want to play Mario, and Xbox I only play GTA and cricket.
Yeah. But you can also buy it from Amazon, Target, from many other competitors. It's not no
Like,
longer a
it's
monopoly.
5 minutes away from me. I can actually go and check. Otherwise, like Amazon, I have to wait for a day for the delivery. And
yeah.
I just go and get the news.
Do you mind taking a look at one more IONQ?
IONQ, I think it's a semi.
Yeah, semis. They
It's a
do
good
like,
company. It's a good
yeah.
company.
I mean, they do like basically, yeah, they're basically like supercomputers. But I'm just wondering what you think on this name.
Again, like with Nasdaq, they are holding like this.
Yeah,
If it is holding this area, then it's fine. If it loses, then it's going to crash.
yeah.
It's a big M pattern.
It's like head and shoulders, I guess.
Head and shoulders
Top.
not so clean, but I
Yeah.
usually call this a double top.
Yeah.
Like when you have M,
M.
it goes down. When you have W, it goes up. So
Sure.
as of now, it's holding similar to triple Q. If triple Q goes down, this will go down.
Yeah.
Just check the beta for this. If it is a high beta,
Oh,
I
it's
think
totally
it
high beta.
actually is.
It's a very, very high beta name.
Then
That's a good
you
one.
can
I'm gonna
trade
add it
this.
to my watch list.
Then trade this on based on that, because if it is a high beta and the market goes down, this will go down much quicker.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're, I think the market's probably positioned for at least a bounce for the next 2 days. So we'll see how it goes. It's not holding this stuff for a long time.
All right, I think it's we are good. I have to get up early in the morning. I have to catch like 7:45 train. All right,
Thanks.
so thank you very much for joining in. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good night.
Good night.